Okay, some really clever, I think, coaching at the end of the Packers-Vikings game. So it's going to start off in a game that doesn't appear as though it's going to be any issue for Minnesota. They're up 17, although the Packers have driven to the 5-yard line. You see they're going to end up scoring a touchdown on this play to make it an 11-point game. And what do? Well, you kick the extra point and decide to make it a 10-point game, right? No, that's not what they do. You see they're lined up to go for 2, and the logic behind this is a little bit complicated, but it actually makes some sense. So if the Packers are going to win this game, they're going to need another touchdown and field goal. So let's just assume that's going to happen. They get a field goal and 2 touchdowns. Then the logic is essentially, well, let's go for 2 here. If we can convert, then that means that the field goal and 2 touchdowns would give us the lead and we win in regulation. If we don't convert, we can go for 2 the next time and it would still send us to overtime. That's the logic. And as you see here, it does ultimately work. They are going to be able to convert, and this helps because they would then have a 3 and out. They get a stop and are able to, get the ball all the way back down deep inside Minnesota Vikings territory again. This is actually a bit of a unique play where if you count the number of players on the field, the Vikings are rushing somebody off right here. I don't really get why Minnesota didn't call a timeout. There's too many men on the field. Again, I don't know why they're subbing here. Obviously, the Packers are going to go quick. It's not smart football here. I think it's a mistake, and they should have burned a timeout. They have 2 left. Instead, Love takes advantage. They get the free play, and so Love eventually is able to make a nice throw, and they're able to get a touchdown again. And now it is just a 2-point game. So really interesting stuff there by the Packers to now only need a field goal, not just a tie, but to take the lead. However, on the flip side, this is where the Vikings coaching staff, I thought, came through, where you see, so this play, it's 1st and 10, and this is, I think, also clever, where there's 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. What do you almost always see teams do in these situations? You run the ball definitely on 1st down, usually you run it on 2nd, and then 3rd, you can decide if you want to pass it or not. This is a 1st down and 10. You almost never see teams decide to throw it on these types of plays. It's almost always a rushing play, which is why it might not be a bad idea to throw it. As you see, the Vikings do decide to run this little play action, which works. They get a 1st down here, and CJ Ham makes sure he stays in bounds. They would also throw it on 2nd and 11. Justin Jefferson would make a nice grab on this one. And then on 3rd and 2, of course, they're going to throw it here. Another play action that works. Great catch by Cam Akers to be able to make that play work. The pressure made it a tough throw, but nonetheless, they were able to convert and don't have to worry about the Packers being good at math because they were able to kill the clock and win the game. So, yeah, fun end of the game here.